Good morning, guys. Okay, what's today? Today is Thursday, the 17th. We are starting early today. I'm gonna go donate some plasma to get that blood money today. Got a new donor bonus, so they give me like 100 and let me get 125 today in like hopefully like 2 hours, which is pretty good. It's about more than what I would make programming for a living. So yeah, I woke up early this morning. I couldn't go back to sleep, so I was like, you know what, I'm up. Alright, so we're gonna pick up where we left off. Yesterday we finally finished the rework and review of choose multiple cards and click card active. So now we have to go over to things to do, and we're gonna finish our section in event handler that we were working on. We got sidetracked into choose multiple cards and stuff. We need to finalize that section, do some game testing. Yeah, so let's get it done. I got this heating pad and it's a little hot. I'm gonna have to turn it down some. Sitting on a heating pad I got off of Temu, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Toasty buns here. Alright. Alright, so we're in game. We're in event handler. And alright. Let's find that line. Alright, so this is the section right here. Okay, yeah. If mouse button down and click card active is equal to true, so if click card equals none, click card equals false. We already reviewed all this, and yeah, like we can. I don't need this. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I don't even need to keep it around. You know, I'm that sure about my replacement that don't need it. Alright, so we reviewed all this. I see my double stamp of approval. Let's see, where's... Alright, so we'll check, because I can't remember exactly where I stopped, and I didn't leave a marker. So we'll just say that we're going to pick up right here. If self event handler start time is equal to none, highlight click card equal to true, event handler start time equals time and S, click card sound play. Okay. Why do we have this like divved out? I know I do div things out for, you know, reasons. But I don't think I need to do that. If it fits, it fits. If it don't, it don't, you know? So then we say, so if click card is equal to true, we assign click card. If event handler start time is none, that means we highlight the clicked card. And so what's up with this? If event handler start time is equal to none. So, okay, so like we don't want to highlight it whenever, like if we click another card. I don't even know if I want to mess with this. I just want to make sure it's right though. So basically, let's say we were to click another card immediately after. So when do we set it back to false? I remember I looked at this and there's only one place. Highlight click card list. Okay, highlight click card is what we're looking for. So we change it to true. Then we check if it's true in draw window main, and if it is true, then we highlight the clicked card, and then we say event handler end time. Okay, and then we check the end time minus the start time. Okay, fair enough. And then highlight click card equals false. And then we set event handler start time back to none. Okay, yeah, so I see what we're doing here, but I'm just questioning the necessity of the line that checks if it's none. So where is it here? Choose multiple cards. Okay, that's a different thing. Alright, right here. So if we didn't check if it was equal to none and we just like ran it, would it work? And you know, I don't want to really change anything else until I can test. So any changes that I propose to make, I am not going to make them. I will just put a comment and make them after we do some testing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to mess it up more than it, you know, we don't want to mess the code up. We don't want to risk it. So yeah, I'll just leave caution comments for now. And I'll just put below line. Do we actually need this line? Or could we just well, okay, so the whole point of running that is because we don't want to highlight it. We don't want to restart the start time. So yeah, this actually is, I don't even have to wonder about this. I'm dumb. I'm still waking up, guys. Yeah, this is actually, yeah, this is actually necessary. I'm dumb. Alright, moving on. Self highlight click card equals true. Yeah, so all this is good. Click card sound play. Choose multiple cards is equal to true. If click card is not in click cards list. Okay, let's look closely at this. So this is under if click to card is true, we assign click card, we highlight it, we play the sound, we check choose multiple cards equal to true. If it is, if click card is not in click card list, we append it to click cards list. That's very straightforward. Okay. And then we say else, click card active gets set back to false. Okay. So we had if choose multiple cards is equal to true. We append to the click cards list if it's not in the click cards list. And then else, we just set click card active back to false. And then if multiple choice active is equal to true, we set it to false. See, and we removed logic that did the opposite of this, where the shoe was on the other foot when multiple choice active was influencing click card active and stuff. I didn't like that and I removed it. So I might do that here. Let's read this. For the case when a player has to choose from multiple card meld options in the option not use any card at all by clicking a multiple choice text rect. Okay. This will change the multiple choice text to false in the instance that they choose a card meld instead, and vice versa in the other instances code block. Well, didn't we remove that, or did we? Yeah, we actually did remove that. Yeah, because I didn't like that. I didn't like that it would meddle with that attribute. So we made it to where click card active just gets set back to false on its own. And I'm pretty certain, I hate going back and checking again and again, but I just have to make sure that that is true. It's in progression, so we set it to true, and then yeah, so this one they have to choose a card, so this one's not going to be a problem. It's the one where they can not choose a card. They have to choose a card. They can choose something else. So you know what I just noticed here? We have the click card active equals true, choose multiple cards, set to true. But if we didn't pick at least one card, we would have to oh yeah, I was looking at this logic right here, where while clicked at least one card is equal to false, which card would you like to play? Then we append each card from the hand to the clickable card list. We set click card active and choose multiple cards to true. Then we have multiple choice function where we play the selected cards. Then we have choose multiple cards set back to false. We didn't click any cards, okay? So in this case, you know what? Couldn't I put the choose multiple cards? No, we're not gonna do that because this only happens twice anyway. So, alright, so with game click card list lock current card and game click cards list. Card list lock for current card in game clicked cards list. So for each card in the click cards list, we would append to the pre-sort. The length of the play cards is greater than 0. But then else, we would rerun this. See? And I just think that this would be bad code because this would already have been run. Like, if we didn't click a card, then this being run above this while loop would seem to work because those cards would still be in the clickable card. Unless the clickable card list gets cleared whenever I know it does get cleared, but well, of course it gets cleared. It gets cleared if click card active is set to false, and then it also gets cleared in discard. Wait a second. There's got to be another place where this is cleared, right? No. Gotta set my timer. All right, so here we go. So this is the section I'm asking about. And the only time that the clickable card list gets cleared currently is after click card active gets changed back to false. But in this case, we might not have click card active changed back to false within this while loop. Because the multiple choice active does not it doesn't deal with it at all. You see what I'm saying? Say if the length of game clicked cards is greater than 0. If the length of the click card list is greater than 0 for current card in game clicked cards list, the length of the click card list is greater than 0 for current card in game click cards list, current player piece of play cards. Da 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 da. All right. So to fix this, really, like the proper thing to do So honestly, I think the best spot to do this would be, we'd say with game click card list lock. So with the lock, comma, that's a dot. It looked like comma to me. With the lock, we would check the length of the click cards list, and we would do that after play selected cards because we might not have clicked any cards. If we didn't click any cards, then that would mean the click card list length be 0, right? Yeah, because the click card list gets cleared whenever click card active gets set back to false. Whenever click card active gets set back to false, and this is line a spot. We go up here and card active. Just to verify. Yeah, so if val is equal to false, clear clickable card list. Clicked cards list. When does this get cleared? So that only gets cleared in the choose multiple cards setter. Okay, because yeah, that's right. But wouldn't we also want to clear this whenever we are the card list clear? Like, wouldn't we want to clear this other places. I mean, technically this works fine every time, because the only time we would use clicked cards list is in the context of choose multiple cards. Like, obviously, yeah, that's the only time, because it has to do with multiple cards being appended to a list of cards. Yeah, that's the only time we would append to it. So let's see, the only time we actually append to clicked cards list is just, that's the only time. Alright, so I feel better about that now. Let's go back over here to 819. Choose multiple cards equals false. We think. So clicked cards list. Yeah, so this could get moved up here. Clicked at least one card should actually go right here. Because if the length of the click card list after we click place selected cards, if it's populated, that means we did click at least one card. Because when choose multiple cards is set to true, it clears, derivatively clears the clicked cards list. Yep. Yeah. Straight up. Straight up. Okay, so what needs to happen next? We have, if the length of the click card list is greater than 0, click at least one card is equal to true. Alright, so everything's good, but where in the case where we don't click any card, it would click card active would still be set to true unless we clicked a card. Once we had clicked a card, well, no, that's not true, because whenever we do multiple choice function, it sets multiple choice active to true. we're in the while loop for multiple choice active. Once we click play selected cards, let's say we did choose multiple cards, then we click play selected cards. Okay, so we do set multiple cards back to false, which will set click card active back to false. So that is taken care of in the case that we do click cards. Well, that happens either way. And then how does clickable card list get cleared again? I know I'm going back over this again. Only whenever the click card active is set to false is the clickable card list cleared. Is the clickable card list. Okay, so even if they don't choose at least one card, click card active, click choose multiple cards properly gets set back to false, which causes click card active to properly get set back to false, which causes clickable card list to get cleared, which is what we want. So that in the case that they didn't pick any of those cards, and then it loops back through the while loop, it's gonna reset the progression text function. It's going to iterate through the hand copy. It's gonna add each card from that copy to the clickable card list, which is good because that will have been emptied. Sets click card active to true, choose multiple cards to true, play selected cards, choose multiple cards to false after, uses the lock for click cards to check if click cards list is greater than 0, click at least one card is true, iterate through the card list, add them to the preset play cards, popping them from the hand, if length of preset play cards is greater than 0, pre-read discard is equal to false. Okay, yeah, so we are good on this. This this section rather. Not, go ahead and say this. I gave my double stamp of approval to. Okay. Alright, so this part's good. I'm happy with it. Alright, so let's move on to the part in, let's see, where were we? In event handler. Okay, so if choose multiple cards is equal to true, click card, we append it to click cards list. Else, we set click card active to false. Then we check if multiple choice active is equal to true. And then we set it back to false. This is what we were checking. I got sidetracked. I didn't realize that's what we were actually checking here. Oh shit, I forgot to take my vitamins. No, I didn't. I'm tripping. I did take them. Thought I forgot. But I do need some caffeine. I can feel the sleep holding on to me. I have to let it make sure its grasp releases so that I can really focus. I'm feeling a little bit groggy. So there the caffeine went, boys. Alright, let's hope it kicks in quickly. So this is really what I'm worried about. Like, do I need to reset multiple choice active to false in this instance? I would rather the multiple choice active reset its own self. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather it be independent of that setter. I don't like that. So obviously multiple choice func sets it to true. Then the this section in the event handler sets it to false. And then that section, obviously, yeah, we want that section to do it because that is for multiple choice active. That makes sense. But I need to put a note here because if we do, yeah, I just don't like that it would, I don't want to leave that up to that section. I would rather explicitly set multiple choice active back to false. If we do indeed make the proposed change, which would result in click card active event handler section no longer resetting multiple choice active back to false. In these rare cases, we need to add in an setting choice active to false explicitly in this immediate section. True. So I'm glad that I caught that. So what's this? Okay, that's the last one. Alright, so if we go back up. So multiple choice active is equal to true, multiple choice active equals false, blah blah blah. So multiple choice active is equal to false here. Alright, so then we have to look at multiple choice function. Well, because multiple choice function sets multiple choice active. Back to false. So am I being dumb here? I've been on a dumb streak here lately. It was 834. Let's see, 834. No, that's not the section I'm worried about. Is that? That's not the section. Okay, yeah, this is what I don't want to do. I don't want to have to do this. So the only place that actually gets set to the only place that this gets set to true and wouldn't get set back to false through multiple choice function would be just this one. So yeah, right here, we don't want to have this in here. We're gonna take it out. And do we have to do this? The multiple choice structure automatically cleared. Does multiple choice active take care of that? So this code's gone. Now we're gonna put multiple choice active equals false. So we either choose the cards if we do indeed make the proposed change which result in click card active event handler section no longer resetting one of these records. Okay. That's the comment I just added. If game click card is equal to none, mel choice equals none, else da 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 da. Okay, yeah, so we would either choose the multiple choice rect, or we would choose our card. So in the case that we choose our card, click card active gets set back to false, but in the case that we do choose our card, multiple choice active would still be set to true. So it needs to be set to false after this. Okay, also what about when we don't click a card? See, so it's a little bit more complicated than that. You can't just say, I can't just leave it like this. You feel? I can't leave it like this. I have to change it. Yeah, because currently, if we were to leave it like this, whenever they didn't click a card, well, yeah, how would it ever get past this while? Because click card active would never go back to false. See what I'm saying? Like if we chose a card, this would work fine. But multiple choice active would still remain true. Never be set back to false. But if we didn't choose a card and we chose the multiple choice option instead, multiple choice active would get set back to false. Yeah, because the event handler takes care of that. When multiple choice active is true and you make a choice, the event handler, multiple choice active, mouse button down, yeah, it handles that for you. Correct. I'll be right back. I gotta grab some. Be right back. So yeah, if we can change this to where it's while game click card active is equal to true, or we say or game dot multiple choice active is equal to true. So while either one of these is equal to true, multiple choice active and click card active, and let me put this in the right order since like we do one first, you know what I mean? Say or, so multiple choice active gets set to true, click card active set to true. Then we say while multiple choice active is true or click card active is true, we will pass. And when one of those becomes false, it will break. Well, actually, no, we need to do and. Yeah, because while both of these are true, that means we haven't made a decision. Once we have made a decision, one of these will be equal to false, right? So then it'll break out of that while loop choice. So let me just put this. Will break out whenever player has either chosen a card or the multiple choice option. Okay. Then we need to say if game click card active is equal to true, we'll set it to false. Because in the case that we chose the multiple choice option, click card active would still be set to true, right? Yeah. But in the case that elif game multiple, because we know it's going to be one or the other. One of them is not going to be equal to true. Because that's how we broke out of this loop, because one of them gets set back to false. So if click card active, I'll say more likely than not, we're going to do click card active. So we check that first. Well, actually, we should check that second. It should be the other way. Yeah, we would say more than likely we would have chosen a card, which means multiple choice active would still be equal to true. Less than likely we would have chosen the multiple choice option. In that case, click card active would still be true. So we then have to set it back to false. So we say if multiple choice active is equal to true, we're going to set it back to false. And then in this case, multiple choice active and click card active would have been set back to false, right? Yeah, because if we clicked a card, the event setter, the event handler would have set click card active back to false, but multiple choice active would still be true. So this checks to see if it's still true, sets it back to false. In the case that we chose multiple choice, the setter would set multiple choice back to false, but click card active would still be equal to true. In that case, we would set click card active to false. So yeah, that's good. We need this. This resets these values, and I'll put below section at 10, 17, 24. Remove verified correct logic ensures that these adders get reset back to false. One of them will be reset via the event handler, but the other wouldn't. Thus, this section. Okay, good deal. Okay, so we fixed that. That was flawed, and now it is not. And we can remove this because we did what we said we were going to do. Now we can go back to this event handler, and so that was it. We finished that event handler section. And yeah, that should be it. We finally finished it. So now we can do the testing. So let's go to devlog. Let's put that we finished this. So we finished section and event handler and associated logic adjustments and review. Now we're going to do the testing on it. So from 813 to XX, we're going to run game test on recent changes. So let's do that. So we're going to multiply our terminal with Control Shift 5. Then we're going to CD into Canasta main, but we're going to copy it first. Alt down to go to our duplicated second and third terminals. Go back to our first to run our server. Using server pi. Oh, we got a bug off the bat in game 994. Clicked card. Always be invalid syntax. So let's go to game 994. The card equals collected card list -1. What did I do wrong here? Oh, duh. I had a colon where there was a colon not needed. Okay, so server's running, and now we're gonna run the client, and we're gonna do the same thing here. Alright, so we got J, we should have M. Now this should have fixed the highlight click cards bug. I think that was, you know, the goal with these changes that we made initially. And then we realized there was some other little tweaks that we needed to make to the logic, or could make. We didn't like need to make some of them, but I think overall we improved the logic, and you know, just we improved everything that we looked at and touched. I think we did. Okay, M's ace trumps J's jack, so M gets first play. Okay, here we go. He's gonna play his cards. Let's got my fingers crossed that we didn't break it and that we did fix it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so it's not actually making the play. So we did break something, it looks like, because let's see if we got any errors going on here. And I'm noticing we have the custom time list clear going on here 3 times in a row, which may not be good. And remember, we talked about this before. We had so is it still? So it's basically we highlighted all of our cards, we clicked them all, but it's not making the play. So let's see, which one are we dealing with here? What's the trying to figure out which client. I want to say client 2. I think client 2 is the one. Because yeah, if we're sending the clicked card and then we sent play selected cards, we set multiple choice active to false. Okay. Oh, is it still waiting for multiple choice active to be set back to false? Oh, this heating pad got a little shit, it's burning in my ass here. Holy shit. Like all of a sudden it's got like really hot, or it's a little hot, dude. Okay, so we sent back choose multiple. So click card active should be false. Choose multiple cards should be false. And that would clear the clickable card list. So we're looking at the click card is we sent card as none. We appended to the clickable card or clicked card list the 7. See what we got. So these are all the clickable cards. That worked fine. And then we began clicking cards. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So like all that worked correctly, I think. And then we clicked play selected card. We set multiple choice active to false. Multiple choice active to false. And then multiple choice text 1 and multiple choice text 2. See if it's still waiting. Yeah, it's still hanging right there. And then we send choose multiple cards false, and then click card active false, and that's all good, right? Yeah, that's what was supposed to happen. We set multiple choice active to false after this, then choose multiple cards gets set to false. Oh wait, no, this is a receive. So then we receive choose multiple cards to false, card active to false. But that shouldn't get received. That should get run on the client side. Like this is from client side, choice active being set to false. And then why is it not doing the choose multiple cards to false? Why would it receive that data? That shouldn't happen. So multiple choice function, and then we're receiving. Oh wait, no. So this is in progression. I'm tripping. I'm actually tripping. So I'm wrong here. This is correct. So this is from progression. I was mixed up. We make our selection of play selected cards. We make our selection of play selected cards. Then we have multiple choice active set to false because that happened through the event handler. And then that gets sent over, okay? And then on the server side, the main thread can continue because that's what it was stuck in that while loop from the multiple choice active. So now it moves on and sets choose multiple cards to false, and that in turn sets choose multiple cards to false, or also in turn sets click card active to false, which also in turn clears the clickable card list. And that's what should happen. Okay, and then so on the main thread, the last thing that we send out is the current client skeleton clickable card list. But why are we stuck right here? With game click card list lock, it checks if the length of the click card list is greater than 0. Click to least one card should be true. Then it will iterate through the click card list and append to the pre-sorted play cards. So why is that not happening? Does it have to do with the lock? Are we deadlocked? Maybe we're deadlocked. Are we deadlocked here? Dealing with this hang bug? Are we deadlocked? I don't know. I don't know. But for whatever reason, so we can test this easily by doing we'll do a traceback before the custom logger traceback print log function f prog y before game clicked cards list lock dot acquire, and then we'll do after. All right, and then yeah, because it's not doing anything, so it's either like stuck in a while loop on the main thread, or it's yeah, either it's stuck in a while loop, which I don't think it is, because this was the while loop and it broke out of that, and then it did the choose multiple cards change, which got verified, so it should now be moving on, and for whatever reason it's not. Duh, it's just sitting there. So let's run it again. Let's run it again. Can't kill the script? Ooh, that means something. Wait. We might have an actual bug here. Hold up. Why did it... See, it's not letting me... Oh, so it's not letting me break out of the main script, and I'm pretty sure... Okay, so we got some problems here. And let me go to my extensions. I forgot to reset them, but they're all there, so we're good. Unpack operation is not allowed in this context. Oh, that's the from the comment. Statement must be separate. Okay, that's from our comment. What is this? Line 823. So we don't have to worry about those. Okay, yeah, this is all problems associated with the comment we just added. And it's not letting me kill this script. And I don't actually see any like error. I don't see any error like a traceback, so we're just gonna kill this the hard way and run it again. Oh, well, obviously, duh, we gotta get rid of this. Gotta get rid of that, and run decline again. Let's see what we can, if we can get some magic going on here. If we're deadlocked, I'm suspecting that's what's happening, but I could be wrong. I did change logic associated with all this stuff. Right. He's gonna pick his card. He's gonna pick his card. Okay. Ace, king, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Right. I don't know why those cards like stutter thing. I don't know what's up with that. I worked a lot on the card movement, and it's not perfect, but it was really hard, and I worked. I probably never touch the card movement logic again. I'm like, I'm good with it. It's fine. Why is this taking so long? Yeah, we're definitely gonna get rid of the 3-second delay. We figured we don't need it, and It's gonna be once we get this back running. That's the next thing. So hopefully that will quicken everything up. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. We pick our cards. This might just be something real obvious that I'm missing. I'm really bad about that. Just missing like obvious shit. And so this got cleared. It's still hanging, so the issue is consistent so far. Let's see where we rock. So we're not actually acquiring. Oh, so we are still stuck in some while loop? Is that really what's happening here? Okay, so we're still in a... Alright, let's do this again. I thought we were out of the while loop, but I think we're still stuck in some while loop here. It's got to do with this logic I changed. So let's put in for choice function, multiple choice func, and then this is gonna be after. So this must be related. Definitely related. Gotta be related. And we're... I also suspect there's something up with the triple clear. Like, we shouldn't be getting triple clear. That just shouldn't be happening. Like, I don't think it's causing bugs. It might be, but it shouldn't happen either way. So I'm gonna add this in things to do. After this, we want to figure out this. Custom time list 3x clear. Noticed that during testing we are getting back 3x clear on the custom instances. This was during play selected card action. Sure if it is causing bugs, but it definitely shouldn't be running 3x in a row. Maybe circularity. Yeah. All right. What did we do? We gotta hard kill this bad boy because he don't want to shut down, which means the while loop. I'm pretty sure that happens whenever the main thread refuses to be terminated using keyboard interrupt commands from the terminal. That is indicative of a loop trap. It's stuck in a while loop, and it will not accept your command because it's just too busy. It's too busy to listen to me. It's slamming that while loop. The CPU is just like doing what it's told. can't remember if I usually go to admin at 9 or 10. Like, I was thinking about going for 9. Just can't remember when I went. I want to say it's like 10. Yeah. Pretty sure it was 10. See how it slows down? Like, I don't know why it does it. I don't know. I don't remember it doing that before when it was single player. When it was single player, so it shouldn't be resulting from data transfer though, because data transfer, like card movement, is not handled through data transfer. Card movement is handled on the client side, so that should be smooth as butter. I don't know why it skips around like that. It bothers me. All the little visual bugs bother me, but at this point I have spent over 3.5 years on this project. Granted, when it's actually 3 different projects, I just like used the same idea of like creating the card game, but the first one was basically like a MUD. It was just text based, and then we changed it. We finished that text-based version of it, and then we were like, hey, I'm gonna actually make this a real game with visuals. So then I learned Pygame and converted it to a 2D visual game, and then I was like, hey, you know what, now I want to see if I can actually like make this an online game where 2 people can actually play against each other instead of like, pretending to play against each other. And yeah, so that was the 3rd iteration of the project. Okay, so here we have the on the client, I mean on the so we have before multiple choice function, and then we have after. So after multiple, it's not hanging on the multiple choice function because it's getting right here, but it's also not going to, it's not printing out this. You dig? It's not printing this out. So if y'all feel me on this, it's not getting, it's at least not getting here, because that's not getting logged. It's not there, which means it's got to be hanging right here, and it's got to be hanging on the main thread. That's why it's not that's why it is not allowing me to kill this thread, this script, through the keyboard interrupt method. So the last thing we're gonna do, test this real quick, and then I gotta use the restroom and I need to take my little break. Probably just have looked at this section and figured out what the problem is, but I don't want to, like, I would rather diagnose it, you know what I mean? Like, instead of trying to figure out, go back and read all the logic again and try to figure out what I did. It would probably be just as quick to let it show itself through. And also, the testing will allow me to see if there's any other bugs that I created, you know? So it's kind of like a double whammy. Who knows, maybe it would have been faster if I would have just looked at the section again. But I kind of changed a good bit of code, like in various different places. I don't want to sit here and try to remember everything that I changed. I would rather just like find the problem through debugging, through game testing and debugging, using like the tools at my disposal, such as terminal logging. Terminal logging. It'll help you. Alright, come on, let's do this. Quickly now, quickly now. 41 more minutes, boys, and we'll be at our 2-hour mark. Bright and early this morn. Bright and early this morn, we got started. Who went first? I don't know. Whoever got the better draw card. I gotta figure out a way to speed up this process, dude. The delay is gonna go. That's the next thing we're doing, I swear. The 3-second delay, every time I test it, that's like an added fucking 2 minutes to the test session. This could be done, you know, 2 minutes faster. You gotta think, if you do 10 tests to debug one bug, that's an extra 20 minutes of just like sitting there. Alright, so let's see what our output is. What we got? After multiple choice function, but we don't get after choose multiple cards. So there it is, boys. That's the bug. It is right here. Right here. Choose multiple cards. So it's hanging. It's not getting to this line. It's not getting here. So we're gonna do below line. Source of main thread hang bug. Got him. Got him. Alright, I'm gonna take my little bit back. Got him. Oh yeah, I forgot to put my time. Break. 8:49 2xx. Okay, we're back. I know that was a long break. What's the time? 49. Oh, that was 11. That was 11. Alright, so, dude, it's freaking freezy outside. I went outside. Bruh. It's straight up cold out there, dude. Like, I hate the cold, okay? So, basically, like 69, 68 is cold to me. With a little bit of wind blowing. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. Alright, so we figured out the source of the bug. Now we need to figure out what is causing the bug. You know what I mean? Found the source, but now let's find the fix. So we can get rid of this. Well, I'll just leave all these logs just in case I've messed something up along the way. And it's hanging on choose multiple cards. It's never printing out after choose multiple cards. Okay. So it's got something to do with multiple cards. And a while loop. Let me just go back. Let's look at this for just a second. So we're setting multiple choice function. It breaks out of that while loop. But then it is not printing after choose multiple card. What if it's some circular shit? Like, what if it's not an actual while loop? What if it's circularity? Like, that functions like a while loop where it just keeps, you know, it gets trapped in this setter calling this setter calling this the other setter, and they just keep calling each other back and forth type deal. Those are pretty rare, but I was concerned about that. So let's just go through the chain of events here. That's the way you do this. So chain of events here. Choose multiple card gets set to false. When choose multiple card gets set to false, let's go to the setter and see exactly how this plays out. Setter, choose multiple cards, set to false, right? Yep, choose multiple card gets set to false. So that's going to go into this else. Change from dirt check bool is going to be false because we're not changing from dirt check, which is correct. It's going to transfer this data. But that's not the problem, so we don't have to worry. So val is equal to true, no, equal to false. So in this case, we change the highlight click card list bool to false. If click card active is true, we then check change from dirt check bool. In this case, it would be so go here. We set click card active to false. Okay. Oh, what if it's the choose multiple cards lock? Ah, that's what it is. Oh, and I almost didn't check. I almost didn't look at this line. I was like, nah, I'm not. I didn't change nothing there. I bet this is what it is. I bet, dude. I bet. I bet that click card active is going to... Oh. So wait, choose multiple cards needs a lock. Oh. So choose... Hold up. Well, I don't know if that's it. Let's see. Well, no, that actually couldn't be it. I don't think. No, that is... So, okay, so it's in the getter and the setter. The setter is... the setter does click card active. Okay, so click card active gets called. Yeah, so we do if click card active is true. And does click card active need a lock? Like we already went through this. Does click card active need a lock? We'll ask that in a second. So then we are using the choose multiple card lock to run this core func. In the core func, click card active is accessed. We then set click card active to false in the setter, and then click card active is going to say if choose multiple cards is equal to true. So that's the problem right here. The problem is we have recursive lock acquisition. You dig? You see what's going on here? Do you see? It's recursive, dude. So we need to right here, we need to say with, first of all, we need to add the lock. If we need a lock, we need the lock. Choose multiple cards lock. Isn't that what it's called? No. What? It's not. Self multiple choice active. That's not it. Well, where is it, dude? What lock is it? With choose multiple cards lock. Like, what did I spelled it wrong? Choose cards. Oh, I put some dumb shit on. I put choose multiple cards active or something. I'm dumb. Just dumb. So now we have the card active equals val. valves equal to false. Yeah, so we're gonna choose multiple cards lock. Man, I spelled it wrong, bro. I put multiple instead of multiple. What a dumbass. Dumbass. Gotta get your L's and your T's right, okay, guys? With self, I choose multiple cards lock. What a dumbass. If self choose multiple cards is equal to true. If change from dirt check is equal to true. Self choose multiple cards equal to fizzles. Choose multiple cards equals fizzles. So all this is done using choose multiple cards lock. We now need to see about any other place where we're not using the choose multiple cards lock, and this is gonna have to be a mother freaking reentrant lock, my dude. We're gonna have to change this to an R lock, type reentrant lock. Must be reentrant lock due to recursive access card active setter, etc. Okay, it's an R lock now, and with this lock we do our operation. Then this is the one we just added, right? Yeah, this is the one we just added. Yeah. Alright. Choose one of the cards, we choose one of the cards lock. Well, I don't even have to do this. Why would I have to? Right, because we would be accessing this internal on the main thread, and then we could be setting it on the main thread. So then that would be like, or setting it on the client thread, which accesses that internal use. So actually we need to lock the internal lock internal use adders for properties. Review logic associated with this. Unsure if actually an issue. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. Yeah, we definitely do need that lock there. Anyway, let's not get sidetracked. Let's keep going. So like this would need the lock too, though. okay, no, that's for client side. I'm tripping. So this would actually need to be locked. Yeah, totally caught another bug. Ain't that shit that make you mad, dude? When you're like in the middle of solving a bug and then you find another bug, it's just like, fuck, man. Like, I'm glad I found the bug, you know? Like, I'm happy I found the bug. But I'm mad because, like, I just, created another one? Like, what the fuck, man? Not created another one, but, discovered another one. I mean, as long as you're not creating bugs while you're fixing bugs, that's the real problem. If you're fixing bugs and discovering bugs, that's actually like a bonus. It's like 2 for 1, you know, when Sid goes and gets Woody and Buzz out of the thing, it's like double prizes. You know, that's how I should feel when I find 2 bugs when I'm only looking for 1. So that needs the lock. That needs the lock for sure. Almost did it again. Okay, so we would need a lock here. Well, no, because we don't need a lock, because this is client side. Almost got me, thinking I needed a lock there. Alright, I gotta use the bathroom. I can't hold it. I gotta go. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Okay, I'm back. Alright. Alright, so where were we? I'm about to have to go though. I gotta go donate that plasma. Went to the bathroom and we were trying to figure out. Oh yeah, we figured it out. It was circular recursive lock acquisition was the issue. Um, so we were just checking to make sure. So we don't need a lock there, but we will need a lock on these last two places. Or well, no, actually, yeah. This already calls the lock. Yeah, it's through the setter. So I'm tripping. We don't have to call the lock anywhere else except for in the setters. So wait, this spot where I actually click hard active. Let's see. So yeah, we actually don't need a lock here. I'm tripping because this will acquire the lock on its own. Setter and the getter. We do need all we needed to do really was to change it to a re-entrant lock. So now it can do a recursive lock acquisition. That's what a re-entrant lock does. So now when we test this, it should check out. So let's verify that real quick. Hurry up and test this because I gotta go. Okay, 1017. This is progression 824. Alright, I'm hopeful that this will have fixed the bug. I'm feeling like this will have done the trick. I got confused here. For whatever reason, I thought that this player was making their play. There we go. Fixed the bug, boys. For a second there, I was like, wait, it's not fixed. But yeah, that did the trick. We fixed the bug, dude. Alright. Looky there, looky there. Alright, we're gonna call it quits. I'll come back. We'll do it again. Do some more bug busting when we get back. Alright, let me devlog 8:13 to 9:38. We ran game testing on recent changes. Verified. Everything seems to be working as before the changes. And I gotta do better about that, guys. About making sure that when I make these changes, that I'm testing the code like, you know, like back to back, dude. Like, as soon as, you know what I mean? Test the code like immediately. Boom. Make a change. Test it. Don't make any more changes till you test it again. Alright, so I'll see you when we get back, and we'll do another, probably like 2 hours. I'm gonna try to smash like 5 hours today of coding. Maybe we'll see. Alright.